Enjoy the shade.
At last, I can speak with Grimm's fateless ally with my true voice, and your meaningless plan is exposed. These ruins are full of travelers faithful to the Hierophant, who will kill any and all who intrude. This ends now. My powers may fluctuate around you, but they are not robbed of me. I could see enough of Grimm, Phasma, and Krilgaren to learn this plan. I tried to end your life once. I underestimated you clearly. Now I want to form a peace between us. I could use your skill. Frame Grimm for stealing the missives of Sable. You are not but a tool to him since he first approached you in Star Camp anyways. I suppose you believed it to be mere coincidence that it was Grimm who first recruited you into the Travelers. Grimm is crude and cruel, but with a bestial cleverness. He learned you were fateless, no doubt, long before the two of you met. He planned this rebellion long before Own's stand. He only waited until the perfect weapon to fight me appeared. And that weapon is you. Yes, yours is a fate I cannot read. I told you as much when first you prayed to me in Star Camp. I thought you were an aberration, but I'm coming to believe that you are instead a harbinger of times to come. Nature might cast us as opposites, as foes, but I believe together we might lead the Travelers to a golden age. A smart answer, but I cannot see your intentions. I cannot know that you will do as you say. Recall your oath and take this. It is a key to the wings of the Hierophant's court, my sanctum. It is where I will meet Grimm. Grimm will be in the East Wing. Remember that. Grimm is in the East Wing. Should you do this deed, your rewards will be great. Be gone.
You have come. I was concerned, for Arjin has not come to this ruin unprepared. There appears to be many guards loyal to the Hierophant roaming this hall. There is also a strange enchantment not far beyond here. But they are not insurmountable with a quiet pace. She has contacted you? Grimm believed he had her fooled, but her skills are greater than we ever thought. But so is her hubris. That key she gave you can be used to reach Arjin as well as Grimm. She will be in the western wing of the court. But to reach her, you will need to bypass a strange trap. One that watches the way with eyes unblinking. There's a magic sentry that watches over the path to the court. A statue called the Watcher. If it catches you, it will sound an alarm. But you can blind it. Extinguish the torches in its chamber and its gaze will be lost. The torches lie in its gaze, so the only way to snuff them is with a bag of winds, which the guards carry. Use it before entering the chamber and you'll be fine. Though it is magical in nature, it still relies on sight. If you could blind it, then you could walk in the shadows unseen. There is an item on a nearby guard that would be of use. A bag of winds. Using it, you could snuff the torches and plunge the room in darkness. I've come to lend what aid to Grimm's fight that I can. I feel a duty to see him safely to the end of this. There's a magic sentry that watches over the path to the court. A statue called the Watcher. If it catches you, it will sound an alarm. But you can blind it. Extinguish the torches in its chamber, and its gaze will be lost. The torches lie in its gaze, so the only way to snuff them is with a bag of winds, which the guards carry. Use it before entering the chamber, and you'll be fine. I am far from its woods, and I miss it. I hope they are well outside of my presence. Long it has been known that there were Arathi artifacts in Sun Camp, but I did not suspect a complex beneath the soil. No one did. You have lived enough of our ways to understand, perhaps. The Hierophant is the ruler of the travelers, as you know. Where is the freedom in acquiescing to another's will? We profit from the Hierophant's wisdom, but pay for it in service. It is a high cost. You need to steal a bag of winds from one of these guards. It will let you pass the Watcher, the stone sentry of the Hierophant's court. May the road rise to meet you.
Anyways, I had, well, some very important business that I needed to discuss with you, Hierophant.
You may save your breath. The Hierophant knows all and sees all. That includes your plan with the Misses of Sable.
Well,
They've got the missus.
yes, well, I think that's, what are you talking about?
Have you not heard? The Hierophant is all-knowing, Grim, and I'm intimately familiar with your little plan to depose me. shall pay the price for his audacity. Now escort me from this madness. Farewell. And so ends Grimm. But he has proved the need for me to take a scourge to the Travelers and purge the disloyal. Once, the Travelers had heroes, remembered by pseudonyms. I will revive this tradition. I christen you Temperance, the prudent one. Speak with me and I will erase your crimes. And as for this Shroud of Omission Grimm gave you, well, I think it has more use for you like this.
Hey there. Now that I've got what I came for, I'm leaving Apatir. Too many memories. Almost all of them bad. See you. Hello there.
There's much I need to do now that Arjene's come to our camp. What do you need? She's running things now that Sun Camp's been destroyed. May she bring the Hierophant's blessing here. She never came back. She left, and the next thing I hear, she's labeled a traitor. Her and Grim and some man named Phasma Hume. Well, a few things have changed since Arjene took over. Trade's picked up at least. If you need another trade, then come and see...
Don't just stare at your feet. Move! Well? Beasts of pure chaos. Or so I've been told. No mortal eyes have beheld them in hundreds of years. Not around here, at any rate. The ruins are full of boggarts and sprites. Thieves too, sometimes. We'll get to the bottom of this trouble soon enough. That's you. Show me what you can do, and you'll make pledge shields soon enough. Right. Now listen up. The job today is to find out who, or what, has been attacking caravans along this road. Our hunt starts from here to the fork in the road. Fan out and move quickly. Look for any clues, then gather at the fork. On my word, go! Eyes peeled. Spread apart now.
You go that way. I'll go by the road.
What are we looking for? Thieves? Blood? I don't see a damn thing.
What was that?
Ah!
Where's Curran? Oh, Mitharu!
We've only just set out and already down one. Pathetic. Anyone see anything? No sign of the attacker. Moving on. Turn east and across the stream. Up to the steps of the old ruins. Go! Hireling Crand is dead. Whatever, whoever it was, got him. Let him lie for now. I want the rest of you to be prepared. Weapons out, eyes sharp. We get some action today, maybe more than you bargained for. Look sharp!
Did you hear something? It's going to get me! Gods help me!
Then keep moving and stay alert. We've lost a second, but I caught a glimpse of it this time. Whatever or whoever it was went into the ruins. Steady now, weapons ready, and follow me. I don't know. Big as a man, at least. Just be ready. And keep your eyes open. Watch out! We honor our fallen hirelings. True to their oaths, they died to a foe. Niskaru in Dalentarth. Where the hell did they come from? Never mind that. We've got to track them down. I suppose the dead deserve better than nothing. We mourn the fallen, hireling. Give me a moment and a bit of space. We'll make a war sworn of you yet. Let's get going. Through here. See? Scuff marks here. If it isn't Brigand Hall Caverns, of all the rotten holes they had to crawl out of. Well, hireling, the patrol's done. Here's your pay. You've made it this far. I'm going to find out what brought those things to Dalentarth. Come with me, and you might just make pledge shield. Drove near a red hand out of these caves myself. That was years ago. Before that, Tyne Delfrig waded in after Gareth Rill. Some cutpurse or another is always trying to make a name for himself in Brigand Hall. Come through this hole, and I'll see you earn Pledge Shield rank. You shall be sworn to war, one of the Order. Precious few boast that honor. Now that's what I like to hear. We'll make a war sworn of you yet. Now by Now, stay close and do as I say. Now, what do we have here? Ah, yes. Brings back memories. Brigand Hall's earned its name. It's a notorious thieves' den. The path ahead will be littered with traps. Beyond that door there, you'll want to watch every step. First, we need to get that door over there open. Give me a moment to think. Come on, get moving! Take care. This is where the traps are thickest. You go around and throw the lever on the other side. And mind the traps. see the bodies up ahead? Thieves, most likely. Looks like the Niskaru got to them. This place has always lured thieves. Here they are, dead and Niskaru in their place. But why? There's the question. You lead from here. I've got to think. Every bit as vicious and deadly as the old stories say. Small wonder we hunted them to the ends of the earth. We scour every inch of these caverns, find where the Niskaru are coming from. And then, our swords put a stop to it. Poor wretches. Does anyone deserve an end like that? Well, some do. But not my hirelings. Let's press on. Make a fine pledge shield. When all is said and done, one day, years from now, you and I will raise a glass and drink to the strange tale of how you earned your rank. What's this? Bloody mages? Not Balin's testament either. They must be the ones behind these Niskaru. That means they've got war-sworn blood on their hands. Death worshippers. They're a bad lot. Not right in the head. Might try to summon a Niskaru, but this isn't them. Even they wouldn't do this. The shortest path to a Niskaru is with chaos magic. Powerful chaos magic. And to keep it from turning round and mauling you, more powerful magic still.
By Telogris, by the winds of the black depths, come forth! Who dares? We are the Phalangi, and all shall fall before us.
Ostudur dead. I see. And so many hirelings, too. We will mourn them. At least you somehow survived. Remarkable. In reward for your brave actions, I now solemnly declare you pledged of shield and sworn to war. Welcome to our order, soldier. It is a great honor. Now, this artifact you say brought forth in Niscaro? May I see it? We will mourn him, yes, and honor him too. He died in the line of duty. You are a pledge shield now. You are one of us. This keep is a home to you, and we are your sisters and brothers. Our dignity rests on your brow. Why, this is the heart of Sibon. Aegon won this centuries ago. It should be locked in our ancient vault. How could it have been stolen from under our noses? This is a nightmare. Travel to Helmgard Keep and Erethal and investigate how this theft occurred. Speak to Brian Shane, Helmgard's Castellan. In centuries past, we were something else. Hunters of Niscaro. Heroes known as the First Sworn. Whenever they took any cursed artifacts and weapons of chaos, they stored them in that vault. But that was long ago, in darker times. The Castellan of Helmgard is an upstanding soldier. Seek his help in this matter, but remember that he is your superior. Travel to Helmgard Keep in Erethal. Learn how the heart of Sibon was stolen, and by whom. Castellan Brian Shane will help you. I would have sent Ost on this task. Honor his memory.
Always open for business when the road is your marketplace. Are you looking to... buy items or sell them? Always looking to make a bit of coin?
Winds on the plains can howl like a wolf sometimes.
Welcome. Oh, what's all this? An artifact stolen from the vault, and it turned up in Lorca. I see. You'll want to start with the vault itself. I'll dispatch Oathblade Gwyn Anway to guard it. Meet her there when you're ready. The vault lies south through Tullaraine, on the way to the walls. The odd thing is, not a soul's been inside that place for centuries. Can't imagine how someone could have gotten anything out. Ever heard the ballads they sing of Grian Brighthelm? Ah, well, those were my days of youthful discretion. You'll never see a dirty blade or an unpolished shield and helm guard, no? Swords must be sharp, armor shining. You must be war-sworn to all the world, as old Balagar said. Head south through Tullaraine, then look for the small pass into the walls. Oathblade Gwyn Anway will be waiting for you there. Good luck. You might need it.
Paying business, as long as it's important, mind. You'll want to see Grian Shane, the Castellan. The contract board is my responsibility. That and keeping things clean and proper. Aye, it's open to all. You've got one done, come to me for your gold. Simple as that. The Castellan will say he's just a simple soldier, but don't you believe that humble smile. The deeds he's done rival the House of Ballads. Aye, that's us. Warsworn will find a bed to sleep in and services in kind. Bori's our blacksmith, and Braid is quartermaster. And of course, there's old Grian Shane, the Castellan. And I'm Henrik. I look after things, keep the contract board. If you've got something broken, Bori will fix it up for you. Now you go light on Braid. She's got her hands full as it is, believe me. Well, you're one of us, so hold your head high. I try to, just like Grian says. Makes my neck sore after a spell. That I do. Any soul who's willing can take a contract. When it's done, just come to me. I'll see you paid. Good night to you.
Stolen artifacts? Good gods.
Mind your ways while you're here. The Sacred Plains contract takes a particular sort to pull a ring out of a grave like that. Here's your pay. Wait, have you washed your hands? You've all the scrolls then? Good. Nasty thieves, them kobolds. Here's your gold then. That Freeman bastard that drove up Lucky Mine? Well done. Real Warsworn work, that. And here's your gold. Good night to you.
Shield system. Traveling, sister. Headed for Cluricon.
Niskaru? Stolen artifacts? Good gods.
Every month.
Let old Shane down.
Shield sister.
Welcome to Helmgard.
Greetings.
Let me guess. You've a cracked hilt, a broken greave strap, and a scratch on your shiny new shield. Another day in the life of Helmgard's prettiest blacksmith. If it's rusted, bent, or in splinters, I can mend it. If it's that gold-haired fop Brian Shane, I can't do a thing for you. Now don't mistake me. I'm happy at the blacksmith's bench as I am anywhere. I wouldn't trade places with Braid or even Gwyn. Our quartermaster, she's right over there. Bit of a wet blanket. Oh, I know I shouldn't grumble so. Our Castellan's fair enough. It's just all the pageantry. We're fighters, for God's sake, not prince courtiers. She's an old bobbin, but don't let that throw you. She's a good sort. Grian has her look after the old and dusty sites she loves so. It's fine here if you don't mind leagues of yellow wheat and the blinding light of Grian's smile. Me? I'd trade here for Melsenshire and an eye blink. What's there? Why, the war. History waiting to be made. That and my brother Sverri, where he serves as High Commander. Older, uglier, and luckier than yours truly. Me mending swords. Him leading the war-sworn in Cluricon. Ah, listen to me. I'm just green with envy, that's all. Right then.
Well, hello. Brian promised I'd have tar, linen, and whetstones by the month's end. But forgive me. You didn't come to hear the quartermaster rant and moan at her lot. Little boy blacksmith. That's what I call him. Ruffles his feathers. But in truth, he's a good soul behind that scowl. Thinks he can pay in smiles, not gold. But he's the Castellan. At day's end, our coffers are his concern. I swear these soldiers need more new shields and greave polish than all the army in Cluricon. And what do? Stand guard over a merchant's stores. I've seen enough pledge shields pass through this keep, eager to join the war over there. Me, I'm happy right here. I do what I can. But were we on the docks of Rathir's Keys, I couldn't keep us fully stocked. The Docklefar city. It lies easterly, where the plains meet the waters. More trade passes its quays than drinks through the Amer Tavern. Come again when we're better stocked.
Niskaru? Stolen artifacts.
Welcome to Helmgard.
A powerful relic stolen from our vaults, and they send a single pledge shield. Have they gone completely mad? Who knows how many like it were in that vault, and how many stolen already? Let's go in. We'll see what we find there. You'll see in a moment. The outer doors are open, but that's no concern. It's the inner door that's always locked. Only Brian has that key. In this vault lies every cursed, chaotic tool ever taken from our foes, before we became simple mercenaries. Its doors, its walls, its very floors are imbued with magic to keep these dangerous and powerful things in, and everything else out. Mike Castellan dislikes dust and old things that aren't sung in a tavern, so looking after them, worrying about them, falls to me. This place is mine alone to watch. Once we had shields enough to stand guard here day and night. Then the war came, and off to Cluricon they went. Now I come on my own once a fortnight and inspect the grounds. You can see where that got us. They were using it to summon Niskaru in those caverns. Terrible. This is what comes of forgetting and ignoring. You're far from it now. But it hangs over everything like a putrid fog. Sverri Cora in Melson Shear is Amalur and commands the Warsworn at the front. Come, this way. The inner door. That shouldn't be open. Are these the same ones from Brigand Hall? You there! Stop at once! I found this in the leader's hand. It's the key to the vault. Or maybe a copy of it. Can't tell for sure. No knowing how many times they've been in here when they knew I wasn't about. We were lucky to come when we did. It was clasped in the leader's hand. I'll show it to Gry and Shane when I report to him. Return to Helmguard. Gry and Shane won't like this, but he'll have to hear of it all the same. I must report to Gry immediately. He's back at Helmguard, fetch you.
I'm glad you're here. I've taken the precaution of jailing Gwyn. A bit heavy-handed, I know. But this is a serious matter, and only necessary until we've cleared this up. That vault was hers to watch over. This can't help but put her under suspicion. We have a small jail at the back of the keep. Useful enough, between the freemen and other sorts you find on the plains. Well, on the one hand, she was always consumed with all that dusty history, but it just doesn't seem like her. Fact is, if not Gwyn, someone helped those mages get in. But who? And how? Things in that vault are fine for songs and tales of Eamon. They make the Warsworn seem more legendary and grand. It's all dusty nonsense to me. The vault was Gwyn's responsibility. There's no getting around that. Until it's clear precisely what happened, she'll remain where she is. Yes, these mages, the Farlangi, was that it? They stole the relic, of course. But they must have had help from inside to get in. Your search must continue. She never mentioned a key. Withholding evidence as well. The girl brooded so. Suppose I'm not surprised. I do want to know what became of that key. Something else, Pledge Shield.
Welcome.
Traveling sister, headed for Chloricon.
Don't tell me you believe I had a hand in this. After all you've seen, this is a nightmare. I do, but I blame the Warsworn leadership so much more. After my parents, after all my warnings. What is the saying? They who ignore the past are fated to repeat it. But Gryan would rather sweep this under the rug. That is why I'm here. I wish I knew. Today's Warsworn aren't heroes or demon slayers, just mercenaries. Soldiers. Gryan Shane is a shining specimen of the modern Warsworn. That our old enemy still lurks somewhere in the shadows? Yes, often and always upon deaf ears. The key! Gods damn it, he was in such a rush to throw me in here, I forgot. Take it, show it to Gryan. If it is a copy, I know a master locksmith in Tyrann's Rest who might be able to help. Every cursed object from the times of the First Sworn we keep in that vault under lock, key, and other protections. It was only a matter of time before some villain found a way in. Does he think this will all go away after he locks me up? That those mages and their Niskaro will vanish just because he shuts his eyes? Huh. I'll be alright. Just go solve this, and get me out of here. They died, as all Warsworn should, in the line of duty. The details are my own concern. It is described in our histories, a thing of great power won by Aegon from an evil mage. We know little else. Before you found it, we didn't even know it could be used to call forth Niskaro. We didn't know it, but someone did. As much magic and artistry has gone into that key as into the lock, casting a working copy would be no simple task. First, speak with the Castellan. If the key is a copy, then you must seek the Master Locksmith in Tyrann's Rest.
Greetings.
Shield sister.
What's this now? A key found among the vault intruders. I see. Well, I can say for certain that it's not the original. That was the first thing I checked after you went off to the vault. As I told you, the first thing I did was verify the key was safe and sound in its proper place, which means what you found is an impossibly perfect copy. Ah, yes, the gnome, Tarion. He'd know something of how this was done. Did Gwyn suggest this? She always did have a head for these things. Although, if she's behind this, the gnome could be a trap. Be wary, Pledge Shield.
No vagrants, no beggars,
To Arthur. Filthy refugees.
Come out! We know you're in here. Somewhere.
Are they gone? Hello? Is somebody there? Thank goodness. They're gone. I see I have you to thank. You and my clever hiding place. Can't imagine what those churls were after. They kept barking on about the war sworn this and kill me that. But now tell me, what can I do to repay you? A brief lesson in the art of locks, perhaps? What? Do you mean it didn't work? This is one of my greatest achievements. I recreated that ancient marvel perfectly. I promised that pledge shield. Finnan, that was her name. I promised her. Surely she had permission, yes? She swore to me. Oh, I see. One of my finest ideas. I built it precisely for times like these. You have done me a good turn, Warsworn. Therefore, I am more than happy to share some of my considerable wisdom in the art of locks with you. Louts and fools! I could see they wanted blood, so I dove for my hiding place. And not a moment too soon. The original, truly an ancient wonder. Surely the combined work of war-sworn craftsmen and luminaries of the Scholia Arcana. For Pledge Shield Finnan, yes. Now, if you will see yourself out,
inspection, and not a stain. The locksmith Pledge Shield Finnan, you say? Stole my key, had it copied, handed it to the enemy? We must confront her at once. Ori! Henry! Seize her! Pledge Shield Finnan's in the cells now. Go see if she'll talk. We've got to get to the bottom of this. Hardly fair to hold her accountable when my own key was stolen. Best to forgive and forget all around, I think. What concerns me is whether anything else was stolen. It's not as if I've got an inventory of what's down there. Ought to have worn the damned thing around my neck, or station guards outside my quarters. Never thought it would come to that. Yes, indeed. The duty's yours. I think she will tell us what she knows.
Traveling, sister? Headed for Cluricon.
Shield sister?
I'll confess. I'm ready. I know I can never make amends for the deaths I've caused, but I will try. I stole the key and had it copied. I gave it to... He swore he worked for the Alfar army, that this could end the war. I knew they were stealing powerful things from that vault. But he said the Warsworn were refusing to use them in the war against the Fae, so they we could keep getting paid to fight. A man named Elben Merok. I knew him from... that does not matter. He said he's a soldier in Tawili, though we always met pretty far south of the barracks, near the way into the marsh. I knew Elben from a time before the Warsworn. When he first came to me, I wouldn't even speak to him. But he kept at it, telling lies, offering hope for an end to the war that has so troubled my heart. That's what the mages in Brigand Hall called themselves? I've never heard the word before. Grian was a mentor. He was my champion, and I betrayed him. My sister, my brother, all fought and died in Chloricon. I thought what I did would help end it, not let slip Niskaru and Dalantarth. What have I done? In the army, as I said. The only place I've ever seen him is with his friends, where Tawili joins Akatha. Stealing the key was the hardest part. Every moment, I was sure he would return and notice it missing. Once the original was returned and I had the copy, there was nothing to it. No one suspected quiet little Livia.
Given this turn of events, you are to find this Merok character. Extract from him what you can. I have other work for Gwyn. Meet her in Rathir when you're done. First, I will have her tend to that vault. High time it was cleaned and catalogued. After that, these mages call themselves Farlangi, right? I'd like to see what kind of footprints that name leaves behind. Did you see the look on her face when we seized her? Hard to tell if it was more fear or relief. Follow the trail, Warsworn. Someone copied that key and stole who knows how many artifacts from our vault. Go as far as you can to find them, then meet up with Gwyn in Rathir. Or the army. Help with the war. My gods!
Armor shined, sword sharp.
What's this here? A little soldier come wandering down the coast? Sure, I'm a soldier. We all are. Or were, more like. Until we found better use for a sword and shield. Livia. They warned me about you. And I'm thinking you might hand me an extra purse of gold if it's me that takes you in. I'm going to enjoy this. guards! Don't kill me! I don't know who they are, really, but they answer to somebody called Mad Hast. They're inside, or rather under, the Rathier Customs House. I've never been in, but there's a password. There were times before she joined the Blue Helms and got too good for my sort. We got by, me and her. Think I frightened her out of her wits when I turned up again all these years later. The Farlangi? Damned if I know. They have gold and what things done, that's enough for me. Soldier, freeman, what's in the name? It's all the same thing in the end. That's you, I guess, isn't it? I see now why they haven't stopped you yet. In Rathier, yes. But there's a password and I don't know it. You'll have to find your own way into the Hornet's Nest.
Nice day.
What cost a lot by sea? Something tells me you're that meddler. You don't belong here.
Attack!
very heroic, my fine little war swan. You have tracked and fought your way to my very door, but the vault has been emptied and Lord Beeson has flown to Eamon's Isle. You don't even know, do you? Your own history. Well, let it stay buried. Out of your hands, out of mine, and in Beeson's. Fear not. The Farlangi shall bring a beauty terrible and sublime into the world. Now!
Beeson. The Beeson. If it's true he's gone to Eamon's Isle, we must follow immediately. I know a ship's captain here in the city. Hopefully Captain Gonthorm isn't already hired. Take this, a token from Delfric himself. We should send word of our discoveries to him immediately. Some say he is a match for Calidus and that he sits on the Orbicant. Either way, he's a mage of considerable power. If he's behind all of this, then I fear this is only the beginning. It was built in the time of the First Sworn. No Niskaric artifacts are stored there, but if the accounts are true, much of our early wisdom was kept in the Stronghold's chapel. The founders of our order long ago, They amassed great knowledge about fighting Niskaru, nearly all lost and forgotten. Anytime she was not on duty, she spent among our histories and our ancient sites. I learned from her what the Warsworn were, and the things we lost. But she never found the secret she was looking for. I wish my searchers turned up half as much as yours. These mages call themselves Farlongi, but no one has ever heard of them. Half of those I spoke to hadn't heard of what happened at Brigand Hall, and they, if anyone, should have. They're supposed to watch for such things. Beeson has cloaked his actions well. I have wondered about them since we last spoke. They take the name from the legendary mage Farlong, but I do not know why. I know only his name as a foe of Aegon, son of Aemon, and I know the histories well. As soon as a ship can be chartered, yes. Search for Captain Gonthorm on the docks. If he has a ship free, I believe he will take us. You, bring word to Ancient Delphric. Now, let's get to the keys.
The breeze is nice, eh?
My ship is free, and its course is yours to plot, my friends. Were it not Warsworn asking, I wouldn't sail such treacherous northern waters or set foot on an island so long forsaken. But for you, I'll go. I'll go. Captain, trader, and a friend of the Warsworn at your service. You'll find no taverns with warm fires or feather beds on that rock. Stones and bones and rot is all. The Stalwart, she's called. A worthy vessel. Some years back, I caught the eye of a pirate lord named Derries. Nearly burned, murdered, and thieved me out of business. I called on the Warsworn, and it took but 3 of them to hunt down Derries, recover my cargo, and save my hide. Whenever you wish it, friends, you need but give the word. Fine and good. Return when you're set for the voyage. She's a fine vessel, is she not? As I said, whenever you give the word. Then climb aboard. The seas may be rough, but you and your comrade need not fear. You're in able hands.
Look, that's the fortress over there. I wonder what will we find? And what Beeson has already found. So much majesty, though now in ruins. Imagine what it must have been when all of this was glorious and new. I fear that he's already come and gone, and we still don't know what he wanted here. We must find our way into the fortress. I'm certain that's where they'll be. So this is it. These were once awesome towers and ramparts. Atop each, a banner snapping in the breeze. Go on, we're not there yet.
I'll remain with the ship. You won't catch me wandering inland here. There was no place safe for landing but here, I'm afraid.
Imagine, Karen, fair and mighty, stood there and gazed out on the ocean. More Farlangi. I think they've seen us. Why did Beeson come here, I wonder? What was he after?
There's much I need to do now that Arjene's come to our camp. What do you need? Always look.
My mother was here, long ago. She saw many ancient places in her time.
Going down.
First the ancient vault, and now here. But what do they hope to find? There are no relics here, only lost knowledge. Maybe knowledge more powerful than any relic. We should be close to the chapel now. Look, the chapel. Look out! need a closer look. If I'm not mistaken... This is it. All Beeson's plans, written here in our own recorded history. The mural tells of the mage Farlong, who sought to make himself a king of Niskaru, and how Aegon thwarted him. Beeson thinks he will succeed where Farlong failed. And he just might. Beeson's minions call themselves Farlongi. As Beeson does now, the mage Farlong gathered cursed artifacts and used them to raise a host of lesser Niskaru. Do you see? Beeson follows Farlong's path at every step. Because he could not learn what he needed to know anywhere else. Everything he needs is written here, down to the last detail. I think we must. Farlong tried to free a Niskaru lord from its mountain prison. With such power behind him, he would have been unstoppable. As Beeson seeks to mimic Farlong, so we must match Eamon and stop him. A chaotic being of immense power. If it were loosed upon the world... But it must not. It mustn't. Yes, he did. The Mystic Hammer, forged by Eamon for the hands of his son Aegon. It alone could halt Farlong's spell and restore the Niskaru Lord to his prison. I know of it, but not its location. But Delphric may be able to help with that. Return to Shieldring Keep. I will travel to Ironfast Keep in Detir and learn all I can. Meet me there. We didn't find him here. But we did, I think, find something he doesn't want us to know. Pray Mitharu we did not learn it too late. In truth, it's as much library as chapel. A place of memory. My mother, she described it so vividly. It seems he was a prince whose father squandered and lost his kingdom. He was raised, hunted, and a beggar. Then he found the Niskaru Lord Kamazandu in its mountain prison. It whispered to him, said it could help him win back his birthright. That's how it began. The Mystic Hammer is among the few ancient relics named in our records. I am sure. Go to Shieldring Keep, where ancient Delphric can help you find it. I will be at Ironfast, learning what I can. When you have the hammer, find me there.
There you are. Is it time to return? And that's a certain thing then, is it? I think we'll not see this scrap of shore again once we go. Off we go then.
As soon as I received news of your discoveries, I learned whatever I could of the Alfar Lord, Anru Beeson. He is indeed a powerful man, a member of the Orbacant, or he was, until he proposed using Niskaro in the war. He was laughed off the council, and then vanished, taking some of Rathir's most powerful mages with him. Sir Beeson somehow learned of this forgotten story and the mural depicting it on Eamon's Isle. Devious. Very devious. Beeson was among the powerful of Rathir before the power of Niskaru turned his head. If anyone can complete Farlong's work, it is Beeson. Trapped within a mountain? Can we be certain this isn't merely an old legend? But can we afford to take the chance? The names of those who sit on Rathir's ruling council are beyond secret. However, some old and substantial debts were owed me. What we are, what we once were, does nothing lie still in this world? We have our honor and our swords. Let us cling to that. Yes, I see. It should be in Aegon's tomb. A last pledge shield none below Oathblade are permitted inside our sacred places, but this is easily solved. For your valor and honor, in the name of the First Sworn, I bestow upon you the rank of Oathblade. Take this as a token of the honor. Now, the tomb lies just south of Ulcerund. It opens only with this key. Proceed to Ironfast once you have the hammer. It is a curious fact. For her father, Aegon, Cerwyn built a grave fit for a king, while both she and Aemon, her father's father, vanished into the east and were lost to us. She died by treachery in Cluricon long ago. Cursed rings turned her comrades against her. And with her death, it is said, the age of the First Sworn came to an end. Ordinarily, the rank is reserved for proven veterans of the field. There is also usually a ceremony, but that will have to wait, I'm afraid. So many mysteries surround the founder of our order. Where he learned the secrets of forging and fighting, how he originally came to the Phalanx, where he went alone in his last days, traveling east beyond Cluricon's eastern mountains. The accounts say it was crafted for Aegon himself. None other has ever wielded it, and I'm not sure any other can. It may be for nothing, but I suppose it is the only hope we have. In a narrow pass just south of Ulcerund, into Tyr, the key I gave you unlocks its doors and many of our other monuments and historical places. Once you have the hammer, proceed to meet Gwyn Anway at Ironfast Keep in Menethir. And by the First Sworn, may you know